Hello traders, hello everyone, my name is Horvat and welcome to our new intraday video for the start of the week. As you know, stock market printed new highs on Friday despite a weak December US jobs report, and in the meantime we are seeing the US dollar turning higher, so we think that US dollar has room for more upside. We've been looking for this reversal for the last 2 weeks and looks like this is now in the cards. We have a lot of dollar pairs showing the intraday 5-wave structures, 5-wave reversals from the recent extremes. It means the dollar has room for more upside, and this could be maybe a signal where stocks could be headed in the next few days, maybe weeks. So I still think that stocks are overbought. We have some wedges that are still valid on the S&P 500 index in particular, but of course we have to be patient. But if we are aware that euro dollar, for example, could see more weakness, then maybe there will be limited upside on stocks, and when this stock market turns to the downside as well, dollar will see even more upside. Of course, the move is coming from the higher US yields. Dollar yen was making a very nice break out of the wedge, and also there I think that we have room for recovery. So firstly, let's take a look on the euro dollar. Now euro dollar for our chart, we are here turning down after this wedge that we've been tracking. So even if this is just a wave 4, you would expect a free wave drop, maybe even back to the previous wave 4, which is at 1.2050. So there is room for more weakness in my opinion. I will also show you the dollar Swiss, which has a very nice clear 5 waves up. The euro dollar actually is not showing clear 5 waves down. So I'm observing here potential leading diagonal still. Let's see how the Monday flows will play out. As you know, Monday flows can in a lot of cases be very tricky. If you see very sharp moves in one direction immediately after Sunday open and then at the start of Monday sessions, well, in 70% of the time those flows will be reversed in trading during Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm still respecting the price action that yes, it's bearish here on the intraday charts, but I would not be surprised to see a free wave recovery before more weakness shows up. So if we go to dollar Swiss, just to give you a maybe even better perspective, here you have 5 waves up. There was no overlap here between waves 1 and wave 4. Okay, so it means that this count is valid. In fact, if I go to even smaller time frames here with the current rise, you can see clearly that we have this potential ending diagonal maybe for a wave 5. So this count also suggests that we could be facing maybe a pullback and then more upside, and the first support would probably be here at 88.40, and then you have even more important at 88.20. So definitely I'm expecting more upside here on dollar Swiss after a setback. Now even if this will be just a free wave rise, still you should see more upside after this wave B into wave C. Okay, if suddenly we will just continue to print even higher prices, then I would have no problem actually to turn this into more aggressive bullish outlook. But as always, try to go with minimum expectations. Even if the market is turning bullish, I will rather label a free wave rise rather than say that we are going impulsively higher. Okay, because when we will be trading in wave C, I will still have time actually to adjust the wave count if needed. So let's take a look also on the next market, which is dollar yen. Also very nice breakout here, as you can see on a daily chart, reversal from the lower side of the wedge, the broken trend line. We've been looking for that move for a while, and looks like this one is now in the cards. The only concern here is that there will be a real battle between dollar and Japanese yen, especially if stocks will also turn to the downside. So I will have to be very careful here, but definitely I'm looking for opportunities to go long dollar. Here on dollar yen, I will observe this free wave setback. I also have dollar Swiss on my watch list, as same as euro dollar, but the better structures are definitely on this pair and dollar Swiss, not so much on euro dollar. So here the first support is at 103.58. Of course, if I want to be long dollar, firstly I want to see free wave structure. I will not just buy a very sharp drop here, very strong dip. Okay, I want to see market to act correctively here, meaning slow 3-wave structure, definitely not 5-wave drop. Invalidation level is at 102.57, so as long as this one holds, trend is up, the pullbacks could be opportunities to join the uptrend. Now let's take a look also on some commodity pairs. Well, commodities were doing quite well, okay? So we are not that bearish on commodity currencies like maybe on Swiss franc, on Japanese yen and the euro. So if maybe suddenly flows will change, there is still maybe some upside left here on commodity pairs. Aussie dollar, as you can see here in the first part from the top here. Well, it looks like this was a 3-wave movement, but not the whole correction. It was only part of a more complex correction that can be unfolding. But still, there is room for 76.42 drop before market will eventually turn to the upside. So watch for the possible 7 swing correction here. Okay, for now that's waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings. In 5 waves, correction will never be completed unless that's a triangle in a sideways consolidation, but clearly that's not the case because you have lower lows and lower swing highs. So I think that this one has room for more weakness. As I said, 76.40 could be potential support. If you see an impulse from there, then I think that we could have a reason why we should be looking for another rise here, maybe to complete this wave 3 at a new high rather than at the recent one. Now let's take a look also on dollar CAD. This one also on a daily chart here, we are clearly bearish, but moving into those extremes, wave 5 it equals to wave 1 down there. Then you have also this fifth wave moving into 261.8%. So there's some extreme levels, very hard to look for any shorts here because we know that sooner or later this correction will occur, maybe only after, maybe already after this daily close above the current trendline resistance, which is still in the cards. So for now the trend is down, and I'm looking on the 4-hour chart for potential another dip here. Even 1 hour it's even better. Here we have waves 1, 2, then you have potentially 5 waves down for a wave 3, and now you are in a wave 4. If I'm on the right track, well, then current trendline resistance should hold here, okay? And the most importantly would be for another final dip would be this broken trend line. So keep an eye on this one. If we are going to see a reversal by the end of the day, then I think that more weakness into wave 5 here is in progress, and then eventually we will rally later this week. Also, maybe this drop, final fifth waves here on dollar CAD to the downside, on Aussie dollar to the upside, could actually occur if dollar Swiss, dollar yen, euro dollar will make those pullbacks that I talked about earlier, okay? But keep in mind that sooner or later this dollar recovery, I think, will see more upside, especially when stocks, as I said earlier, will also hit resistance. Now, if we take a look very quickly on German DAX, then you can clearly see here that we have 5 waves up within potential wedge here to complete wave 5. So it's ending diagonal, not clear impulsive bearish price action yet, but watch out for a potential break below this trend line. If we see a daily close below 13,800, then I think there will be more weakness coming. Okay, it's we are also seeing this wedge into all-time highs. So everyone, of course, is bullish, and that's why we should be actually very, very careful here. Okay, now let's take a look also on crude oil. Now, crude oil, firstly, looking at the daily chart here, I'm assuming that maybe not wave C, we could be wave 3. But even if we are maybe trading here in a wave C, well, you would be looking for potential recovery back towards $70 per barrel. Why? Because there is equality level when compares current third leg to the first one, okay, away from 33 area, which, as you know, we've been looking to be a very strong support. We have a very, very nice recovery here, but maybe market could face some resistance here at these swing highs. There you have also 261.8%. So I would say from 52 up to 55 is the first resistance zone. The second, not resistance, maybe I should better to say projection zone. The second one would be around $60 per barrel, okay? Also very strong psychological level. But if we look at the smaller time frame and trying to identify the substructure away from 33, then actually we can count 5 waves up, right? So looking here, you can have waves 1, wave 2, then you have very nice extended wave 3, then you have this flat, running flat actually for a wave 4, because market moved here to a new high, but wave C did not pass this wave A extreme, so that's a running flat. And then you have these 5 waves up right into this equality level of wave 5 compared to wave 1. Also there you have an upper side of this Elliott wave channel. I connected this bottom wave 2, bottom of wave 4, and then you have at the top of wave 3 the upper parallel line, which could limit the upside for current fifth wave. So very important level up here. Maybe when looking at the intraday chart, maybe another push higher could be in the cards, because there is no clear 5 waves up yet from this wave for swing low. But keep in mind that we could be very late here in this trend. The dollar is coming to the upside, so crude oil will definitely have some issues maybe here to move towards any significant upside levels. I think that sooner or later we will see a deeper pullback. So just be aware that bears could actually come to the downside impulsively. That will take us into the first leg of a higher degree free wave setback. Now let's take a look also on Bitcoin, because this one is moving quite a lot. So firstly, let me go to the smaller time, to the higher time frames. Clearly there could be a wave 3. Okay, that's our primary outlook. We've been looking for a recovery after this deep pullback. The move is very extended, definitely surprised me as well. And I can see that there are still a lot of traders, investors looking to buy this cryptocurrency, because there are projections for 100, even $400,000. But I would be very careful. Again, there are only a few people who really aware of a very big downside risk. Okay, there was more than 80% pullback here back in 2018, even here in 2000 through 2019 and 2020 we have seen a deep pullback. So I think that there will be another shock. If you're looking to go into the Bitcoin, just keep in mind that you should scale into the positions, you should split your investments, and definitely maybe start considering after a deeper pullback. And this deeper pullback would be a very big wave 4. However, I'm not sure if this wave 3 top is going to be here or maybe at a new high. I'm looking at the daily chart here, okay, and what I'm noticing is a very sharp reversal. So I think that this could be the first leg of a free wave drop that can maybe even take us back towards 27,000, and then we could rally. So be aware of this setback. The support would also be this potential base channel here, the smaller one, these trend lines. So for now it looks like that this free wave setback, as I said, could be in play. Looking at the intraday chart here, okay, I think that we could be here either looking for a wave A low or another move to the downside here towards 30,000, maybe a support there, psychological level, then a sharp rally, because everyone who are looking to go into the market, of course, we look for, especially at Bitcoin, we look at these psychological round figures. So watch out for this fifth wave and then potential rally, or if we just will stay consolidating here, then maybe this wave A is already in place and we are already here in wave B. But in either case, just be aware that there can be a deeper pullback, a deeper drop back to this January 04 level. Okay, traders, thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Now, if you are our member and want to take advantage of the yearly membership, there's still a chance to grab it. Also, you will get the Elliott Wave School educational videos for free if you will do that by the end of the offer. Okay, traders, Have a good day and talk to you soon. Bye.